Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again, and this is going to be a remake video of my most popular video. I was really the only one that had anything like it on YouTube that I saw, so I'm going to remake it a little bit better so I can hopefully get some more information out there for you people that are looking for one of these or looking to do some research on them or anything like that. I know they're very, very rare right now. I have a limited access to these because I know some people. If you haven't already guessed, this is the American ECH helmet. This one here is a size large, and it's in a brand new unused condition. I don't know if this is the final production or if it's a prototype or a test pattern, but it's still an ECH. It's still literally just an ECH shell. I have seen a couple different variations of these. I've seen some with 3-hole mounts. This one has the standard 1-hole mount on it. I've seen some that have different chin straps. I've seen some with a few separate tags, and I've seen them in all the sizes. Now, I did at one point own there was about a dozen of these helmets. Most of them were in very, very small sizes, like extra small, so people couldn't wear them. The reason I was able to get my hands on so much of them is because I live in the same state of the company that owns the company that manufactures these, and that would be 3M. I live in Minnesota, which is 3M is a Minnesotan company, and they own Ceradyne. Ceradyne developed this helmet pretty much during the acquisition process when 3M was buying them. So 3M now owns the rights to the ECH helmet and everything like that. And 3M World Headquarters is here in Woodbury, Minnesota. And I know a very, very large number of people that are very, very high up in the company that work for that company. And they happen to know I like this, and they managed to grab me one. One in large, brand new, actually. So it's my size and everything. So I'm very appreciative for them. That was just to pretty much cover my own ass for anybody that thinks that these are illegal to own or everything like that, because I'm unsure on that. I did attain this through legal ways. So with that aside now, we're going to cover the video here. Now, this helmet looks a lot like an ACH, except it's a real weird color. Most people associate the ACH with being green or gray. It's foliage green, technically, but it's gray. Most foliage green, gray. It's gray. So the Army and the Air Force use the ACH as a standard. The Navy kind of uses whoever they're closer in proximity with. I've seen ACHs and lightweight helmets. I don't know if they really use one more than the other. And the Marine Corps uses the Gentex lightweight helmet. Recently, though, Marine Corps and Army combat teams, people that are going outside the wire and stuff like that, and people at forward operating bases are getting issued ECHs since 2014. Now, the ECH isn't going to mass replace the ACH or the lightweight helmet. It's too expensive to do that because this helmet is the first U.S. helmet capable, first modern, composite U.S. helmet capable of defeating rifle-level threats. This is above a 3A rating, and that's why it's getting issued to people outside the wire. But this is a very, very, very expensive helmet to produce, so it's never going to fully replace the ACH or the lightweight helmet in Army or Marine Corps stocks. So, give it a once over here. As you can see, it has these standard kind of 4 chin strap arrangement, just like an ACH. It has a way nicer rim. Instead of having that weird kind of rubberized or like hardened plastic rim, it actually has like a molded plastic rim on it, which is nice. It has a infrared defeating paint job on it. They're very, very big. It says right in the manual for this helmet, don't repaint this helmet. Don't try to scratch it or ding it too much because it'll defeat the IR purposes in the paint. So I don't know how effective it is in IR, the base paint is, but it says it's got IR defeating paint on it. So I got this helmet with no liner, so I threw a Team Wendy Revolve liner in there. I'm guessing this is just used with standard ACH pads, though. But I don't like the breathability on the pads. If you watch my channel for any reasonable time, I don't like the standard ACH pad suspension system. There are pad suspensions I like. This is one of them because it has a lot more air channels to breathe. So I like that. It also works in the cold because it's got hard plastic backers on it. One of my biggest flaws with the normal ECH pads, they don't work in the cold, and where I live it gets pretty fucking cold most of the year. Now we're gonna get into the chin strap first on this helmet, because this is the H-nape chin strap, and I've seen them with both X-nape and H-nape chin straps. There you can see the Ceradyne incorporated on the back on this nice molded plastic rim. So it's not like the normal folded over, it's completely seamless, which is really nice. I like this rim on the helmet a lot better than the ACH. But here you go, you can see the headlock, which is kind of like a Gentex thing, because Gentex owns Ops Core and stuff like that. So I'm guessing they're who made this chin strap. But you see improved H-nape chin strap retention ECH, size small through extra large. Where right now the Army uses, I think it's like a small and a medium and a large and an extra large chin strap, and then they have an extra small chin strap for the extra small helmets. And there you go, you can see the NSN on it and the lot number and Ceradyne incorporated and everything like that right here on the chin strap. So there you go. That's a lot better than the first video, which was kind of blurry because I didn't have as nice of a camera back then. So it's just your pretty much standard what you would get on like an Ops Core helmet. It's got the standard same retention. It's got the lock nuts on it and everything like that. They've been got the yellow anti-corrosion shit on them, and it's got the plastic keepers and everything like that. And it's fully adjustable with these little plastic headlock slider buckles. Standard leather chamois lined chin cup there. Standard chamois lined back. Which I like a lot more than the standard ACH ones, which are just like that kind of loop type Velcro H-nape pad. So now we'll get into the here's the tag for the actual helmet itself. If I get the chin strap out of the way, there it is. Ceradyne Inc. Has the NSN, has the Dyne ECH, size large, lot number, the contract, and it has the barcode on it. Now you'll notice, you see the weave kind of behind here, it has that kind of carbon fiber-ish look to it, and it's all interlocking if you look at it, which is a lot different than the ACH we'll compare it to. So we'll bring the ACH up here. The two helmets that this helmet serves with, we'll give them a comparison now to the ECH. And the first one is the ACH. Now, first off, taking a look at these helmets, it's pretty obvious the ECH has derived its shape and its cut and its size from the ACH. In fact, in the manual it says size this accordingly to your ACH, because they take the same exact size, they take the same exact hardware, and they're pretty much the same exact weight. Now both of these are size large, and this helmet is, from the research I've done, there's not a lot out there though, is only like a half pound heavier. I think it's only like, well, not quite half a pound. I think it's like 5 or 6 ounces heavier for a size large ECH than it is for a size large ACH. So you're getting way more protection with this than with this for just, you know, like a third of a pound, half a pound more, depending on your size. So another thing you'll notice right off the bat, ACH has a lot more granulated texture. They really cut back on the granulation with the ECH. Now, the next big thing you'll notice if we prop them up here, all right, other than the separate retention, is that the ECH is a lot thicker. All right, now you can see that there's this kind of the rubberized rim on this thing, or they have like that kind of hardened plastic rim. This is the rubberized one, and this is the plastic one, if you could hear that. Okay, so this helmet is a lot thicker than the ACH. The ECH is a lot thicker than the ACH. And here you can see the Kevlar woven in here. This is a Gentex ACH, by the way. I wanted to use a Gentex one for this one because they don't paint the inside like MSA does or anything like that. So you can see that they have pretty much the same suspension, the same liner system. They have the discs that you can put whatever liner system and you want, but they're only recommended to use with the Zorbium, the Team Wendy Zap pads. So the 7 pads in here, this is the standard liner you would get probably with the ECH. Now, I'm not a big fan of the H-nape chin strap, but I'm keeping this H-nape chin strap on this ECH because it's an ECH chin strap, and it says right on the chin strap. So I'm keeping it all together and not using it because these are very, very rare and very, very expensive now. But I'm working on getting a second one that I'm going to trick out for how I would wear it and have my own chin strap and my own type of suspension and everything in it like that. So this one's going to stay stock because chances are I'm never going to get a full complete one like this again. Okay, I could probably work my way into getting a shell though. Size large shell at least that I can do whatever I want with. But this is my preferred chin strap style actually, is the X-Nape, and this is right here. This is the X-Nape foliage green Gentex ECH chin strap. Now I like this one a lot better because it has a way nicer adjustability on the chin cup. Okay, it has a lot nicer straps on it, has a lot nicer comfort, a lot nicer fit and feel. The H-Nape tends to bite into your neck when you look up or go prone with it. The X-Nape doesn't do that, or doesn't do that as much, which is why I like it more. It's also a lot lower profile than the H-Nape chin strap. There's not as much shit going on back here, which I like. Especially like when you're trying to fucking sleep or something, I'd like to just like tuck a shirt underneath my neck to kind of support myself a little bit, you know, and not have everything resting on the helmet, because that wears out your neck a lot. So I like to put like a shirt or something under here, and with the H-Nape, you see there's a bunch of shit that can like cut in, that creates pressure points and stuff like that, whereas this is just pretty flat, and this is also padded. There's not a lot back here to cut into your neck, so this is a lot more comfortable if you're trying to sleep, at least when I was trying to sleep. I like the X-Nape better. Not approved on the ECH though. The ACH also, I'm not sure if it has the IR reflective paint on it. I'm guessing it has to a certain degree. Here is the tag for the ACH, in case you're wondering. Advanced Combat, Large, Gentex Corporation, lot number, contract number, everything like that. NSN. It's all right there. Now we'll compare the ECH to the Marine Corps standard helmet. This is the Gen 2 lightweight helmet, and as you can see, the Gen 2 lightweight helmet is a lot bigger because it's based off the standard PASGAT cut. So it has a way more aggressive skirt on it. It has a bill still like a PASGAT. The ears are flared out a little bit more on the lightweight helmet than on the ACH. Other than that, it has the same exact stats pretty much. There is one thing though that is a little bit different. We'll get the ECH out of here. The lightweight helmet is ever so slightly thinner than the ACH because it's got a little bit different composition. It's based off of the lightweight PASGAT shell. Now, the lightweight PASGAT shell is just a little bit, they changed the resin and the layering system up in the PASGAT towards the very end of its lifespan, just before it became the lightweight helmet, to where they were a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter weight because of that. That's where it gets its name, the lightweight helmet. They're a little bit thinner because of the resin and the layering of the Kevlar change in it to make it a slightly thinner, slighter, lightweight helmet. Still heavier than an ACH. This is size large. Size large lightweight helmet is still heavier than ACH just because there's so much extra material on it, like the bill and everything. But it's still lighter than a size large PASGAT. So this has the X-Nape retention system on it too, which I really like. There you can see the EGA on it, because Marine Corps is like one of the U.S.'s most recognizable brands. It's up there with McDonald's and Coca-Cola and everything like that, actually. Here's the tag for that. Lightweight Marine Corps helmet, NSN. There you go. Data manufacturer 07. Large contract. So it's pretty much the same exact helmet as the ACH. Same company made it. Now this has a little bit different suspension in them. It's one of my friends who's a big fan of the pad system sent me some of these pads actually, and these are Oregon Aero pads, which perform better than the ACH pads. The standard Team Wendy's pads, they're a lot comfier, a lot squishier. They work a lot better in the cold. They're a lot nicer pads than the standard ACH pads, and so I actually like this suspension system over the standard ACH pads. And one thing I like to have in my ACH is this Extreme Comfort brow pad. It makes a world of difference actually as far as keeping sweat and shit out of your eyes, as well as your temperature regulation and everything. It's just way nicer to have one of these in here. Nice big thick squishy kind of neoprene pad helps a ton. Now, I like this chin strap the best. I wish it would work in an ACH. You could put it in ACH, but the thing is the tails are on it way longer because the screw holes are up higher on the lightweight helmet than they are in the ACH. So this chin strap would hang down way further on an ACH than it would on an ECH. Or I'd put this on an ACH because I like how they have the cheek pads. I like how they have the dual side adjustable chin cup. I like the green a lot better than the foliage gray kind of color of the ACH. Same reason I never liked ACU camouflage pattern, because it didn't blend into shit. Well, I've seen it blend into shit. When it's horribly caked with mud, you blend in with mud. Other than that, it doesn't work. So I've always been a bigger fan of the BDUs and the multicam and everything like that and even Marpat over ACU, because I never liked the color scheme of ACU. So, but this helmet is a lightweight helmet. This is going to stay in standard service with the Marine Corps for the foreseeable future, just like the ACH will stay in the service with the Army and the Air Force and the Navy for the foreseeable future. Now, here's the biggest comparison. Since the lightweight helmet is thinner than the ACH, you can really see the comparison. The ECH is almost twice as thick as a lightweight helmet, shell-wise, which is a lot. So hopefully you guys are drawing some comparisons here, so you can see whichever you use, because if you've been in the military, chances are you've used one of these two helmets, the ACH or the lightweight helmet. Here's comparing it to the new revelation of American helmet design. So we'll get this out of the way now, and we'll do a big finish up here on the ECH. Hopefully this video was a lot more informative than normal. Little bit of background history on the ECH now. It was designed by Ceradyne in conjunction with a joint program between the Marine Corps and the Army to produce a new helmet for the military that would offer increased protection. And this helmet did that. And they were first issued in 2014 to all troops. I think the first contract was like 114,000 helmets for the Marine Corps and the Army to be issued in Afghanistan. So, and 3M acquired the company shortly before that, and they're made out of an ultra lightweight molecular, well, I think it's an ultra high density lightweight molecular polyethylene fiber around a ballistic thermoplastic core, which makes this helmet, so it's pretty much a Kevlar-like fiber that's better, and has a way longer increased shelf life wrapped around a ballistic thermoplastic core, which means this helmet is like a ice cream sandwich pretty much. So it really improved the quality overall of the helmet, because now most Kevlar helmets only have a shelf life of 5 to 10 years, whereas this should have a shelf life of 20 years at least. As far as testing goes, it's going to offer increased protection. It has a lot of interchangeable parts, just like the ACH. It takes all standard ACH parts, except for the bolts have to be a little bit longer on the chin strap, and the night vision bracket is a little bit wider with the little hooks around the bottom. But if you really wanted to fit an ACH bracket on here, you just have to bend those little prongs back a little bit, and it'll fit right over it just fine. I've normally, a lot of people ask me, yes, you could just get aftermarket thing, night vision mount, and put it on here, or you could just use a ratchet strap or whatever you want. It'll work with that. It'll work with pretty much everything ACH. You might have to get some longer screws though, depending on what chin strap you have. So just knowing that going forward, hopefully that covered all your questions or anything on this helmet. If you have any other questions or concerns, I have a general knowledge of this helmet. I don't have all of the information because the information's just not out there. This is kind of a really obscure helmet so far. There's not a lot of information on it. There aren't a lot of these on the market. I know if you wanted to buy something like this it's not an ECH, but it has the same protection and everything, you can buy one of these right from Revision, the P2 helmet. You can buy it right from Revision. It's going to set you back like $900. An actual ECH in brand new condition though, like an actual issued ECH like this in brand new condition, is really anyone's game. But if you find one for under $1,000, it's a good find. or it's not an ECH. Chances are they're going to run you over $1,000. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave me a comment. I do my best to answer them all. I'm sorry I haven't been putting videos out lately. Hopefully this video gets more likes because it's higher quality, because I have a better camera now than my old ECH video. I'm going to be pulling that one right after this one goes up. So hopefully all like 700 of views I have on that one come back onto this one. Hopefully that covers everything, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. If you'd like to suggest topics for future videos, please go ahead and do that in the next in the comments. Also, if you want to see a helmet from a different country compared to this one, I'd be happy to do that for you. Just give me suggestions for that. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.